Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. Lately, social media has been buzzing about something that actually looks very simple: Jungkook's presence when accompanying Jimin in the recording studio. But who would have thought? From this seemingly trivial moment, a wave of negative comments emerged, putting the two of them under the spotlight. Some say Jungkook looked forced, while others accused him of feeling uncomfortable. But is that really true? Or is there another side that many people haven't realized? Let's dive deeper. Recently, various social media accounts have been busy discussing something that seems ordinary: Jungkook being with Jimin at the recording studio. However, from something so simple, the issue grew bigger because of comments that painted them negatively. Some people argued that Jungkook shouldn't have accompanied Jimin, while others accused him of looking uncomfortable, as if he was forced to be there. These comments have been appearing more often, so it's important to clarify before these baseless criticisms continue to spread and cause misunderstandings. From the very beginning, we must understand one fundamental thing. There are people who simply don't like seeing Jimin and Jungkook together, no matter the context. Even when they are seen together briefly in a video, a photo, or a live stream, speculation immediately arises. Some claim Jungkook was forced to accompany Jimin, while others spread the narrative that he felt uneasy around him. But none of those assumptions have ever been backed by solid proof. The fact is, there's no reason to believe that Jungkook does something merely out of obligation, especially when it involves Jimin. Jungkook is known as an honest and authentic person. Time and time again, he has made it clear that he never likes doing something just to please others if it doesn't feel right to him. He refuses to pretend, no matter how much pressure comes from the public. This very straightforward attitude is exactly what makes him so loved by millions of fans around the world, because they know what they see in Jungkook is his true self, not a mask. In other words, if Jungkook decides to accompany Jimin to the recording studio, it's purely because he wants to. There's no force, no pretense. And if we look closely at their moments together, it's obvious that Jungkook behaves naturally. He's happier, more open, more relaxed. There are no signs that he feels burdened. On the contrary, he seems more confident when he's near Jimin. Let's take, for example, the viral video when Jimin was in the recording studio and Jungkook appeared by his side. Many people appreciated their togetherness, but of course, some interpreted it negatively. Yet, if we watch carefully, Jungkook's body language tells the opposite story. His smile was genuine, his interaction was light, and his presence was clearly not because he was dragged there. His presence was his own choice, just like he has often done on many other occasions. Unfortunately, some people prefer to ignore these positive signs. They would rather look for flaws in Jimin and Jungkook's closeness, simply because it doesn't match their personal preferences. But if we're being honest, we'll realize one thing: Jungkook always chooses to be around people who make him feel comfortable. And one of the names that consistently appears on that list is Park Jimin. That closeness doesn't only show during official events or camera-highlighted moments. Jimin and Jungkook are often seen together in simple things: traveling, practicing, eating, interviews, or even relaxing behind the scenes. All of this shows that their togetherness is not forced. It's simply a natural part of their daily lives. Interestingly, it's not only fans who notice this. Other BTS members also seem to acknowledge and support Jimin and Jungkook's closeness. Hobi, for instance, known for his affection toward all members, often shows indirect support. On many occasions, Hobi gives warm smiles or comments that subtly affirm Jimin and Jungkook's bond as strong, natural, and sincere. The same goes for the other members, who understand that the two share a special connection that can't easily be explained with words. Jimin and Jungkook are not just two people who happen to be together often. Their relationship repeatedly shows a pattern of consistency that's hard to ignore. Whether in concerts, live streams, or recordings, there's always a way for them to stay close. That's not a coincidence, it's a natural tendency. Two people who feel comfortable with each other, who unconsciously always seek one another. One of Jungkook's most well-known traits among fans is his inability to fake things. If he doesn't like something, his body language immediately shows discomfort. He can't hide his facial expressions or tone of voice when he's uneasy. That's why, when he's with Jimin, The difference in his attitude is striking. He's more relaxed, he smiles more often, he's calmer. His body language almost screams that Jimin's presence gives him safety and happiness. There are plenty of examples that prove this. At the airport, for instance, when a reporter mentioned Jimin's name, Jungkook instantly showed a wide smile he couldn't hold back. He didn't need to answer with words. His expression alone was enough to explain how much Jimin means to him. The same thing happens in interviews. When Jimin's name comes up, Jungkook's body language shifts, his eyes sparkle, his voice softens, and his demeanor becomes more open. We also can't forget the fact that Jungkook has repeatedly emphasized that he's not interested in exaggerated fan service. He's not the type to fake things just for the camera. He always tries to show his true self, without pretense. So, when we see him choosing to be by Jimin's side, it's not because of a script or fan service, but because he genuinely wants to. Over time, Jimin and Jungkook's moments together increasingly portray a relationship built on consistency and trust. They support each other, understand each other without needing many words, and enjoy being together even when no camera is filming. All of this shows that their bond goes far beyond being co-workers or groupmates. What's fascinating is that their closeness isn't always shown through grand gestures or sweet words. It's actually in the simplest things that their bond is most visible. A long gaze, a light shoulder tap, a brief handhold, or even just the way they always stand close to each other, these are small gestures that grew naturally over time. Not staged, not forced. Just two people who truly feel at ease with one another. Even in front of many people, they remain consistent. On stage, they support each other with smiles and touches. Behind the stage, they share jokes, comfort one another, or simply sit side by side. The change in setting doesn't affect their interaction. They remain Jimin and Jungkook, two people with a special bond. If we look closer, their synchronization is extraordinary. Their bodies seem naturally in tune. If one moves, the other responds spontaneously. If one initiates contact, the other always reacts. These little things show that their closeness has become part of their habit, something that can't just be imitated by others. At the end of the day, even though some people try to doubt or twist the story, the reality remains the same. Jungkook and Jimin share a strong, genuine, and natural bond. Negative comments on social media can't change that truth. In fact, the more moments they share together, the clearer it becomes that their presence by each other's side is a choice born from the heart, not obligation. Some people may keep trying to find reasons to belittle or even attack their closeness. But facts can't be denied. Every smile, every gaze, every small movement that happens when they're together shows that Jungkook and Jimin have found something special in their bond. Something that can't be explained with simple logic, but can be felt with the heart. And that's why, for those who truly pay attention, there is no more doubt. Jungkook was never forced to be with Jimin. He's there because he wants to, because he feels comfortable, and because Jimin is someone deeply meaningful in his life. And in the end, all the negative comments can't cover up the truth that's already so clear. Jungkook's presence by Jimin's side is not an obligation, but a choice that comes from his own heart. Every smile, glance, and small gesture between them is proof of a sincere and natural closeness. So, what do you think, Army? Do you also feel the same warmth from their interactions? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and of course, subscribe so you won't miss more exciting discussions about special Jikook moments. See you in the next video.